Welcome once again to the QuestTrack tutorials. In this tutorial we're going to discuss using QuestTrack's Google Street View feature. As in the past, I already have the QuestTrack display software loaded in demo mode, so you're looking at the usual Ford vehicles, and we're going to be looking at one of those vehicles in detail. Now, one thing to notice, and I've mentioned this before, is that on the timeline, where there are red marks, that means that the vehicle is in motion. Where there are not red marks, that means that the vehicle is stopped. And so you can tell where the vehicle is making stops by looking on the timeline and looking for places where there are not red marks. So we're gonna examine one of those in this tutorial. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press the 1 key so we look at just the vehicle number 1. So we'll load up that device. There we go. Now we only have one device on the timeline down below, and I'm interested in looking at the interval that's just before 9 a.m. here. Okay, I'm showing you with the mouse, and so the way that we would look at this is I position the mouse just to the left of that interval that I want to look at, press down the left key, and drag the mouse across that interval, and taking in a little bit of the red on the right side of that interval as well. Now when I let up on the key, it will reload and show that time on the timeline. Now let's go to the satellite view so we can see what's going on here. And so what I'm going to do is go up on the table, and we want to know how to go to the hybrid view is really what we want. And we notice that with the H key will put us into the hybrid view. So let's go back and we'll press the H key, and there it is. We're looking with a satellite with the roads marked on it. Okay, let's go in just a little bit closer so we can see what that vehicle is doing there. I'm going to once again drag. You can do this as many times as you want, and drag myself in a little bit. There, okay. Now you can see that what's happening is, as we go from the beginning of this time to the end, the vehicle is driving down this highway 209, and it gets to this area and does a little loop. So what's going on with that loop? Well, we can find that out. The first thing I'm going to do is to zoom in a little bit. I do that by holding down the shift key and then dragging the mouse with the left mouse bar so that I make a little rectangle and zoom it in. Okay, so here's where the vehicle is going around this delivery route. But now I wonder what this location is that the vehicle is driving around. Well, here's what you can do. Street View is implemented in the QuestTrack version of the Google Maps. So you can go up on the table once again, and you can look for what I'm looking for here is what's called keyboard C, key C, toggle a Street View map overlay. Okay, so let's do that. We'll go over here, and I'm going to press the key C right there, and you'll see that blue bars outline the streets on the map where Street View, where Google has photographed for Street View. And fortunately for us, this area, which is a little bit of a suburban area, does have Street View display. So if I put my mouse over, well, first of all, we go back to the keyboard. We want to see what we want to push here. And looking at the different options, we notice that V is toggle Street View 360-degree panorama. That's what we want to do, is we want to go into Street View. So if I put my mouse on the street and then press the V key, it will take us to a Street View map. And there is the location. It's a Wawa store where this delivery vehicle is making a delivery. It drives around the back and comes back around the front. So, and then to get back out of that, you simply press the V key again, and you're back out. We still have the Street View marks on there. We can press the C key again to get rid of those. We can press the M key to go back to the map, and we're back where we were originally. So you can see that this is very useful for giving you information on where the vehicle is going, and what the stops are, and any kind of information that Street View can give us. And that concludes this tutorial. Thank you.